Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Anne, and today I'll be doing a review, comparison, and demonstration of this drawing pens that I found on Shopee called Leto or Leto. I am unsure. So this is a 12-piece set of drawing pens. They have different nib sizes. Here's a preview, and I believe the ink is brown and not sepia. And then I also purchased one 0.03 in black, just because I'm trying to build my collection of 0.03 nibbed drawing pens. So the case is a sturdy plastic material. And the pens fit in quite snugly. So here we have some packaging literature. It says drawing pen, sketching, drawing, writing, various thicknesses. And at the back it says using special water-based pigment ink, light resistance, water resistance, chemical resistance, no blooming in water. And also the nib sizes in millimeters are also shown. So on here, I was just trying to check if there are any differences between the black and brown pens. So I compared the both 0.03 pens. From what I've gathered, that there aren't many differences except for the color of the writing and the end caps. I don't know if they're called end caps, the one that you see at the bottom of your pens. That's just the main difference. The writing, design, everything is the same. Okay, so here I just wanted to address the elephant in the video. Obviously, the Leto pens do resemble the Sakura Pigma Micron pens, especially in terms of the whole body design. But the main difference that I can see are the writings, the logo, and the length of the clip on the cap. So I am guessing that people will double back a few seconds until they realize that these are not Sakura Pigma Micron pens. On the Pigma Microns, I noticed that there is a number of translations of the text. On the Leto, there are only English and Chinese characters. Shown here is the clip length difference of the caps. And here on the far right is the Pigma Micron. And here the Pigma Micron is the one on top. So this is just extra info. While I was placing the caps back on, I noticed that the Pigma Micron is the only one that has a crisp snap to it. So this set consists of C3, C2, C1, 1.0, 0.8, 0.5, 0.4, 0.3, 0.2, 0.1, 0.05, and 0.03. So for the writing demonstration, I'll just be using a regular copy paper that has 80 GSM and my watercolor paper that has 180 GSM. I'm using the back smooth side. So for the first drawing pen, this is the black 0.03 size. Okay, so here I forgot to zoom you guys in, but I will be zooming in after the first 2 or 3 pens. This one is the 0.03 in brown. If you are using your mobile phones to watch this video, you can use the pinch to zoom in and zoom out. But if you're using your laptop or your computer, again, apologies. And now this is the 0.05 in brown. For me personally, I think the 0.05 is the best nib size for doing any sketching. It is actually good enough to do the small details, and then you can just go over certain lines if you want to thicken it. Okay, so I know I did that demonstration off cam, but I will be showing you what I scribbled right here. Now here is 0.1 nib size in brown. And now finally I'll be zooming you guys in. And here is 0.2 nib size in brown. So as early as now, I just want to say that this pens performed quite well. I didn't have any issue with one pen in this set. And I can say that I'm quite satisfied with this brown Leto drawing pens. And honestly, I've always been on the lookout for brown or sepia colored drawing pens, just because I think they look more better when it comes to sketching. They look more softer, somewhat natural. And now here's 0.3 nib size in brown. And here I just want you to notice the gradual difference of these pens. So I can really say that this was a good buy for me, and I think it is easily something that I can recommend to anyone who are looking for a brown colored drawing pens to add to their collection. Now here's the 0.4 sized nib. If I remember correctly, the price for this drawing pen set is at 299 pesos. So you're getting each pen at almost 25 pesos each. At that price point, I feel like that these pens are quite affordable. So now here's 0.5 nib size in brown. And now here we have 0.8 nib size in brown. So personally, the 0.8 nib is a little too thick for me. I don't normally use it for any of my sketches. But if you are into journaling, I feel like this will be a useful pen for you. So this is actually good for making frames for your pages, and also if you are into blank notebooks and you want to put lines in it, this is good too. And the last one of the round nibs, this is the 1.0 in brown. Okay, 1.0 reminds me of the permanent marker nibs. It is almost as thick as that, but it can be used like a marker. So this pen size, I feel like I won't be able to use as much as the others. And in fact, I think this might not get used at all. But if maybe there is an image or a drawing that I need to fill in, this one is the pen that I will reach out for. Oh, and also if you are into pointillism and you're into using brown pens, this might be good, I think. And now here is C1 in brown, the first chisel pen in this set. So I did make a mistake writing down C3 instead of C1, but I will be correcting that in a bit. So on here where it looks like the pen isn't working, I was trying to use the tip of the pen. But on the broad side, it doesn't seem to have any issue with it. It's just with the tip of the pen, it's not working. So on here, I was testing it out to write as a calligraphy pen, but of course I'm not doing it well. But I think this will be great for those who are into Old English calligraphy or even Arabic calligraphy writing, because the chisel nibs will be great for that. Now here's the second chisel pen, C2 in brown. So with the C2, the sharp tip side does work. So scribbling and writing down on this watercolor paper, I find that the sides of the writing does feather a bit. Okay, so here's the part where I'm trying to correct the C3 writing. And now for the actual C3 chisel pen in brown. And also this is the last pen in this set. The broad side of this pen is really thick. It actually reminded me of a highlighter pen. And also, like C2, the sharp tip side does work. So with this pen, feathering is also apparent when writing or scribbling on watercolor paper. So that is it for the writing and scribbling demonstration of the Leto pens. So here I'm preparing for the comparison of these pens with my other sepia and one black drawing pen. So the drawing pens that I'll be comparing my Leto or Leto pens are the Unipin, the Faber-Castell Pitt Artist pens, and the Sakura Micron Pigma pens. So I will be starting with the Pigma Micron 0.03 and then the Leto 0.03, both in black. So I noticed that the size of the writing doesn't have any difference to them, but the Sakura Micron, the Pigma Microns, is a tad darker than the Leto. So here I'm just using my water brush pen to test for if the pens are waterproof or at least water resistant. So I can say that both of these pens did well with the waterproof test. So on this one, I will be comparing my Pigma Micron 0.3 in sepia and the Leto or Leto pen in 0.3 in brown. So I hope you noticed that there is a bit of a tint when I was cleaning the brushes, but that is okay. So here I will be comparing my Unipin fine line pens. So this one is the 0.5 in sepia, and I will be comparing this to the 0.5 in brown. Now this is the Unipin fine line in 0.1. And I will be comparing it to the Leto 0.1 in brown. And now for the water test. So no excess tint from the Unipin. And a bit of a tint on the Leto pen. So the 0.1s did well, no excess tint. So for the next comparison, these are the Faber-Castell Pitt Artist pens. So this one is the medium in dark sepia. So I decided to compare this to the 0.8 Leto in brown. So both pens did quite well with the waterproof test, but the Leto or Leto did have a slight excess tint. Now this is the Pitt pen in small in dark sepia, and here I use the 0.3 again in brown for Leto. So to sum up the waterproof test of these drawing pens, I find that the Leto or Leto did quite well. Comparing to these other branded drawing pens. So since we're in the waterproof testing phase, I think that I should also test out the chisel pens. Aside from the excess tint, there is no blooming of the ink whatsoever. So I just think that the inks need to settle a little bit more longer for it to become really waterproof. So here's a still pic that I took in room lighting for you guys to check out. And now it's time for the drawing test. So the first pen here is the Leto or Leto. Okay, so first I just want to say again, I am not a professional artist. I just dabble in drawing and sketching. And I'm going to draw trees for this test because this is what I'm comfortable with. And next is the Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pen. This is actually my most used drawing pen because I do like the color of this dark sepia. So for the third drawing, I'm using the Unipin Fine Line. And for this last drawing, I'm going to use my Sakura Pigma Micron. So when it comes to color comparison, of course, it sticks out that the Leto or Leto pen is much lighter because this one is in brown. But out of all the three sepias, the darkest will be the Pigma Micron, and next will be the Faber-Castell Pitt Artist Pen, and the lightest would be the Unipin. So here I use my Leto pens to go over the sketches that I did. I use, I think, the 0.03, 0.05, and 0.1. So to summarize, I do recommend these drawing pens from Leto or Leto. If you are looking for a range of different nib sizes in brown, this is a great set. I also recommend the 0.03 in black because it is a little hard to find 0.03 drawing pens that is affordable. Oh, and also this is not sponsored. I bought all these pens with my own money, okay? So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you want, subscribe, okay? I'll see you soon, and goodbye for now. See ya!